15 years after losing his two arms in the line of duty, respite has come the way of TairuQuadri as the management of the Nigerian Electricity Liability Management Company compensated him with 30 million naira. National Assembly Correspondent Adisa takes us through the travails and triumph of a young man whose vibrant and promising life came to an abrupt end with the amputation of his two arms.
Young and full of life, TairuQuadri had a vision to become a reputable electrical engineer in Nigeria and beyond. In April 2008, he secured a placement at the defunct Power Holding Company of Nigeria, PHCN, Lagos, for his internship as a 400-level student of electrical engineering from the Liability Onabanjo University in Ogun State. But on the 5th of May, barely 2 weeks into his industrial training, tragedy struck. While on official assignment, TairuQuadri was electrocuted, a situation caused by a breakdown in communication between a dispatch operator and a switch operator at the office, and his life came to a standstill. His academic journey also ended abruptly. Thankfully, TairuQuadri lived to tell his story, though with visible scars of the tragedy. His colleague died in the process of trying to save him.
It has been very, very traumatic for me. For my family, and one of the saddest things for me is that I couldn't complete my education.
Since then, his life has taken a different turn. It depends largely on family members, particularly his wife, for feeding, bathing, and more.
It has not been easy, but thankfully to my dear wife, who has been very, very, very supportive. She's always with me 24/7 for whatever I need. But I just know that she was God sent.
But he's active on social media, makes calls, and he shows me how. This brief ceremony to present him a check has brought back memories of his struggles. The battle for compensation started in 2016 through Wale Raji, member representing Ekwe Federal Constituency, where TairuQuadri hails from. As the brief check presentation lasted, TairuQuadri's wife, Adisa, managed to control her emotions.
Let the will of God be done.
Wale Raji recounts the quest for justice by the 8th, 9th, and 10th House of Representatives.
The common saying that the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. But with this, it has been demonstrated that through the legislature, people can seek redress when they suffer one denial of rights or injury one way or the other.
Through the Committee on Petitions, the House awarded 100 million naira to the victim as compensation from PHCN, but the resolution of the House remained so until now, when NEMCO finally agreed to pay 30 million naira after a series of computations.
He survived it. His colleague could not survive it. Now, NEMCO, you are here today presenting a check to Mr. Quadri. I want you also to consider, in spite of the fact that there is no petition before us, in respect to who has lost his life, try and reach out to the family.
When we have good leadership in position, even our constituents will also get the dividends. This is part of dividends of democracy, because if you have voted a bad leadership, there will be no result as of today.
NEMCO hopes that this goes some way to helping to alleviate the suffering of Mr. Quadri and his family. And we will continue to provide support for him and his family where we can. And we're still looking at opportunities where we can be of some assistance to help him further.
Tahiru's wife of over 13 years recounts her family's ordeal. The mother of 3 tells me it has not been easy coping with the sad reality of her husband's fate, but she's thankful all the same.
It has not been easy at all, I must tell the truth. But with God on our side, we thank God for today, that today comes to reality. And we really thank God for those people that has been in support, especially Honorable Wale Raji.
TairuQuadri's father and Representative Wale Raji advised the couple to make good plans and invest more.
He's not a small boy. Some of his colleagues, they are in National Assembly, they are in National Assembly.
The thing that I've assured the family is that we'll continue to support them, you know, and we have given some advice in respect to the use of the money, and we will continue to support them.
TairuQuadri is grateful for all the efforts that have led to the compensation, but says it is not enough for his lost arms.
Without undermining any, the National Assembly's effort, this 30 million, well, probably it will improve my life, but psychologically it cannot erase anything from me. Is it the educational career that has been trashed into dustbin? It is my psychological life that is can never be balanced again.
TairuQuadri is one of the hundreds of Nigerian workers who suffer one form of disability or another in the line of duty. With a 30 million naira compensation, Mr. and Mrs. Quadri are hoping to start a new life. More importantly to them is the quest for more financial support, especially for the procurement of artificial arms and the education of their children. Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.